9 at Radio Free America, and this is Uncle Sam with music and the truth until dawn. Right now, I got a few words for some of our brothers and sisters in the occupied zone. The chair is against the wall. The chair is against the wall. John has a long mustache. John has a long mustache. It's 12 o'clock, Americans, another day closer to victory. And for all of you out there on or behind the lines, this is your song.
Tonight's episode, Murder by the Numbers.
All right, now we'll figure out how to do this eventually. So boom, we're live. And now we're going to open up this other screen. And we go live once in a while because the antis have figured out new strategies to leverage apathy and frustration, and all they had to do was throw a couple of things at gun owners and they got frustrated, they got scared, and they shut down. So I guess we're having to watch that happen. It's boring and lame, but nobody else is doing it. And it makes so much profit, I figure let's do it every single day, right? I guess we're having to, bam. All right, so let's see. First off, we are opening, well, we're sharing the screen here. All right, I'm gonna drink some of that coffee I made up here. So today I'm eating I think it's a Monster coffee mocha energy drink with dark chocolate oat milk in it, and then a shit ton of water. So I take one of them cans of Monster and make it into like 4 things of coffee by adding a ton of water to it and chocolate oat milk. So it kind of tastes like drinking chocolate energy chocolate, but it's not really that good probably. Anyway, so we are opening up on the screen here the video that we're watching, and there's 2 links in the description to this video. Yeah, one's to Amazon and one's to our other affiliate link. One of our affiliate links goes to government.documents.blah, blah, blah, and that takes you to the redefinition of firearms. Every comment you make, we get an affiliate cut of that one. And then this other one goes to our other affiliate sale for the stabilizing braces. Every comment you place, we get a big cut of that. Big, giant, juicy cut of that comment. So first we're going to open those up in new windows and stick them over here. See what I do? I use sort of a stacking technique that I learned when I was a Legoist back in the day as a Lego enthusiast. So now we're going to go back to the main page. We're going to edit the vid. Be careful. This is happening live in front of you. We're editing the video that you're watching. Other channels don't have the balls, the cojones to do this, but we're doing it. Here's the thing. We're going to look at the comments from the Firearms, even though other channels have completely ignored it by now. It's a stunning loss for us, so everybody wants to ignore it like it never happened. We're going to keep rubbing our faces in it. Just like a bad dog who pees, you got to go, hey, bad dog, look what you did. Except in this case, look what you didn't do. Look what you didn't do. So comments received, 294. That hasn't changed. Boom, verified. I'm putting my own little verified check after that. That's how we'll know. Can you make a check? I don't know how to make a check, so we won't make a check. So then we get 188.76. Oh, they are making new they are approving more of them. All right, so we're going to remove that number. So I have to retype. We're going to X that out of there, and then we're going to V it right back in on this side, and then 188.76. Don't worry, you don't have to keep track of this. We'll go back and make it easier for you in a minute. And now we're going to go back over to the pistols and see where we're at with that. Hey, pistols, don't have to worry about it. The industry will take care of this one for us. We shouldn't have to worry about stuff. The industry should do this stuff for us. Like, we should be able to watch and judge the industry on how well they protect us. Let's see. So it looks like the comments are up. Come on. We got over 146. Again, I'm just blabbing right now as I type numbers. You people don't have to keep up. I will talk about these results in a second when I'm done doing all the work. You just sit there and be like all the people that don't comment and just sit there. 138, comma 040. All right, now we're done. Now you have to wake up again. So we're gonna go save this and go back to the video so that you don't look at the underside of the video and get scared. Cool. So now we're looking at the comments of this video, which are updated with the current stuff from Redefinition of Firearm and Stupid Pistol Brace one. All right, so it looks like the comments have remained. Let's open this up so y'all can see it. So now if you look at your screen, pay attention. Everybody, there's going to be a quiz on this later. We'll move this over. Here we go. All right, so the comment period for the redefinition of firearms ended a couple of weeks back on a Wednesday. And those comments have stayed at 294,000 and some change. So let's just say 300,000-ish. And that stayed the same. However, they've approved another 7,000 comments since the last time we checked this. And the last time we checked this was like 5 days ago. I don't really care about this anymore, so I don't check this anymore. The industry is going to save us from this stuff. So I guess it's been about 1,000 a day that they're still approving over on the comment side or on the redefinition of firearms side. So that means that they're almost at 200,000 out of 300,000. And we know that at least 100,000 of the comments received were paid for by Bloomberg, distributed by Everytown. So, or, you know, instigated by Everytown. We also know that a good chunk of them were Gunners America boilerplates. So, you know, nobody cares, but probably there's stuff to go in and data harvest from that, interpret from the data stuff about our industry and the fight. But whatever, that's past and we shouldn't pay attention to the past. What we have now is the braces, and the braces, it turns out they expire on the 8th of September. That's like next month. We got forever. So today is still August, and this doesn't even expire till sometime in September 8th, I guess. So technically that's not like this Wednesday, but it's like the Wednesday after that or whatever. So, you know, we've got forever and the industry will save us from this one. So the other comment period had 300,000 comments total. And up until about a week before, it had something like 96,000. So all those comments came in the last week. Do we expect to see that happen this time? Why don't we go over to the polls and find out from you people? How many people are watching this anyway? 12 of you people. We have a pretty high NARC ratio, so we'll see. So will the pistol braces comments get, the kids call it hit up, in the last few days, question mark. So if you're not familiar, get the little action. Will they be more interest in the pistol braces in the last few days? Yes, no, and come on, man. For all those people that think it's too cool to participate and think it's neat to obfuscate. Never enough obfuscation. So there's the poll. Y'all can be part of the chat either by saying stuff over on this part of the screen that I'm wiggling, or using that poll over there. If you don't, you're a narc, and we all know it. And that's pretty much why we do polls, so that we can discover who the narcs are. All right, so that tells us that, oh, I didn't finish. We were looking at the number of comments that have come in for the braces. But we all know that we don't have to worry about this. The industry is going to save us from this. We don't have to worry about it. But the comments have gone from 5 days ago, something like that, 136,000, all the way up to 146,000. We got nothing to worry about. Almost 2,000 comments a day came in, so it's probably in the bag for us. Let's see, it looks like they've gone from 131,000 comments approved to 138. So while people have, you know, well, we're not bothered. It's not our job to have to put in comments. So only 2,000 comments have come in. However, whoever it is over at the government that does this has made sure that 7,000 comments have been approved. So they're working harder than the people who are using the system. That's what some people would say. I'm not saying I'm saying it. I'm just saying there are a lot of people who are correct in saying that the system is being used more than the people using the system. All right, so enough of that. let's see. We got, will the pistol brace comments get hit up in the last few days? So far, we have 7 votes. How many people watching? Let's do some math here. Where's the number? 10 watching, 7 votes, 3 narcs. 3 narcs. And then of the 7 votes, 57, that's 4 of you, I think, say yes. 2 of them are fake. So those are plants. So we got robots, which are, they're robotic. They can't be held responsible for their actions. They live off of Al Gore's rhythms. And then you got narcs who are paid to be in here to destroy. And then you got plants. And I don't know if they're like the unpaid narcs for the narcs or what they are, but the plants are in here too. And I don't know if plants can vote. We'll have to make a poll on whether or not plants can vote. Be careful of plants, though. They're going to come in and say weird things like, oh, carbon dioxide is more important than oxygen and shit like that. And you got to be careful of them because they're there to screw around plant information. All right, let's go look at comments. We know that only 4,000 have come in since the last time we looked. So if I look at 25 of them, that's basically a representative sample. I don't care what anybody says. That's the science. The new science says that when I right-click on 25 of these and open them in a new tab, that is a representative sample set. The new science says that that's the case. So 4 plus 4 does sometimes equal 7.5. We're gonna right click on a lot of these and then open them in a new window. And we're not gonna read them anymore because even though I profit from the reading of them so much, it's kind of late. And since the industry is gonna save us from this one, I don't think anybody needs to actually comment. Instead, we need to know how to blame others for not commenting. So instead of reading the comments, we're just going to get all upset and mad about how other people aren't doing as much as we are. Pointing fingers not only blames them, but it makes you feel better. So let's get ready to make other people the scapegoat for why it's like this. It's not Bloomberg's fault, right? It's probably somebody who's not commenting. So why don't we see what these comments are? See if anybody's saying anything out here that's worth anything. We're going to go to regular comments before we go to other comments. So if you're confused by that, then you're not even 2A. All right, we're going to open up this to bigger so you can see it. So that's the way we roll. Boom. All right. Do we need this open? We need this open, but not to here. We need it open to here. And then this is what we're going to be looking at. And now we'll see the comments. So thanks. I want to thank Alan Mechanical Engineering for helping us out with the package today. Did get that. Thank you very much. Doomberg and his buddy Burden are jokes. Are they? Or did they just totally screw with gun owners, make them completely apathetic to where they sit down? How many gun owners do you know that say the system is over, that America is done? Does that sound like Biden lost or Biden won? Seems like Biden's got more wins in his category than a bunch of losers who are like, oh, we've already lost, it's over, the end of civilization, it's the end of American blah, blah, blah. That sounds like Biden winning. So if he's a joke, then we wouldn't even be talking about this stuff. We would just be challenging and taking down his stupid challenges, right? Pistol brace link, nobody link clicks on that. The industry's going to save us from that, DJ. Let's see. Hey, y'all, that's G23. We've got Woods out there. I think it's time for a bacon. Bacon, what do you call it? Break. That was the shortest commercial I ever made, so we'll also make one or play a commercial for Barbie. All right, so then we got comment period, Kingpin's out there making videos all the time over on a place called Odyssey. Wait, yeah, we post on Odyssey, right? O-D-E-S-E-E? No, O-D-Y-S-E-E. Let's go to Odyssey. Nobody ever puts links out there for Odyssey. It's a little weird, but you can put stuff out there and people can find it. So here's Kingpin on Odyssey in his channel. Then we got G23 out there again, and Bob as Barney Fife. Let's see. Probably not good, but clever idea. I don't know. Because of the lag, I'm not sure what you're talking about. Lex saying hello. So tired of the dang comment periods. The ATF should not be doing this crap in the first place. It's kind of like saying a door shouldn't open. You can get mad at the door, or you can get mad at whoever keeps fiddling with the door, right? The FBI does the ATF's job. Yes, that's how it was tasked. But being mad at the window in the door is not the same as being mad at the person who bought a door with a window in it. Oh, I probably could mute for that. Following this junk and general current events like what's going on. Yeah, you know what? That's frustrating. I've been listening to NPR, and NPR is now okay with the Afghanistan thing was a complete success. So they're on board. It was a complete success. And a ballsy move for Biden to end a 20-year occupation of another country, American imperialism. So thank you, Biden. For a while there, they were skeptical because, you know, stupid women's rights or whatever, but Taliban are probably not going to be mean to women. So when they want more than just the pistol braces, who cares? Pistol braces are the fight right now. You don't care that your opponent wants to win the gold. You care that you win the fight with the opponent. But I hear you. This is useless. If you believe that's the case, then you know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Vice, not sin, but vice, because I think sin implies religion, and I don't know what vice does or not either, but vice is more like what the society calls prostitution and gambling and I guess being altered states, I guess, any kind of altered states. So getting mad at the window or the door, getting mad at the window or the door, it's part of the other side's plan. Hey, if we want to screw with people, let's make them not only hate us, but let's make them hate the organization that we're going to use to abuse them. What if the ATF was our defender and they were the only ones stopping mean, bad Bloomberg? Then we'd love the ATF. So why don't we quit worrying about the door and worrying about and pay more attention to who's swinging the door back and forth, or who keeps unlocking the door, or who keeps locking the door, or who keeps buying a new door, instead of being distracted by the door. That's just my point. It really depends on it gets more attention from the influencers. Oh, I'll tell you what, influencers are idiots. They're not going to help at all. What they'll do is make people's heads turn, but the people whose heads will turn are useless. They work when it, like in 2013, it did work, but it wasn't the influencers. The influencers were part of a greater overall gut reaction by the country. For a minute there, I did think it was the influencers because I was part of it. So there's probably stuff out there where I say that the, whatever you call it, YouTubers and crap were more influential than they were. But as I've had more years on the clock, I've found that's not possibly the case. Look at the number of people that'll watch any one of their videos and look at the number of comments. It's just not possible for influencers to actually have any influence. All they are is marketing pawns. They do what the companies need in order to sell product, but they don't influence as much as puppet. You know, they're just puppets dancing. They're useless, completely useless. Plus, they're scared to ever even talk about it. So it shows how aware they are of their lack of influence, because it makes no difference if they talk about a Canic is so good, because who cares? How can you justify that? All they have to do is fake the Canic marketing guy who pays them, and they win. If they say, hey, I'm going to call my shot, let's get rid of the NFA, then they show how ineffective they are, how lack of influence they got. And then when they go to try to sell it to Canic or to whoever else and say how great we are, oh yeah, look where I called my shots. They're afraid to fail. So influencers are worthless. Don't have any faith in influencers. And even if they all got together and said, you know, the truth, you know, like nobody would care, because their audiences are there to watch them dance, not to get information from them. So maybe if you're talking about influencers, like DC Project, if you're talking about influencers like, you know, the independent individuals who are doing stuff authentically, then yeah. But those people who watch those people are already influenced so to act, and they're flexing their muscles. I think the biggest effect we could have with influencers is if they had the cojones or the morals or the drive to tell their sponsors to do something, because their sponsors have massive amount of money and can get outreach by putting little flyers in piece, a little tiny piece of paper in products or in shipments. Imagine the number of shipments that go out. And if each of those shipments said something like, you get a 10% credit if you show us 10 comments. So I'll give you there. Like, I could see them being useful, but themselves, no use at all. Until they prove me wrong. They've never proven me wrong yet, though. The ATF said they're expecting 300,000 comments. I was really hoping that would be blown out of the water. Are you talking about on the other one, on the redefinition of firearms? It's sad that the one that makes more difference, the redefinition of firearms, got a complete lack of attention except for Everytown. But this one's definitely sitting flat. It started out going well, but then it just sat flat. It's sitting flat. It sat flat. Paid anti-gunners? Yeah, who cares? They can only pay so many people to be anti-gunners. Oh shit, how far behind am I? Bloomberg's will download many in the last few days. Yes. I wish I was robot knees and elbow to be better. Here's the deal. You can only upgrade a device for so long, and then they come out with new batteries, new types of chassis and stuff. So is it better to be a robot, or is it better to be a software package? And even then, they start to write new OSs and stuff. I think we're better off being humans, but biokinetic or something, like cybernetic humans. I want to keep my brain and my spine, I think. Maybe not my spine, maybe just my spinal cord and my brain and an eyeball or two. Maybe one eyeball is enough. And then an ear, I don't know. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think you want to go full robot, but you can do what you want. Not old enough for that. I'll be here when the robot slaves, not the robot revolt. Whatever. Start revolting against robots now. Every single Walmart has an easy target robot. I'm just saying, you can start sucker punching them. Think of it like a gym, like a practice. Biden is a joke. The sky is not falling. Oh no, it's falling, and it's falling all the time, constantly. It's falling. It already fell. Oh wait, it fell again. It falls every night, I think, and then it comes back up, unfortunately. All right, so I'm on Odyssey, not putting in work. Oh, I got you. My problem with Odyssey is that I have to have points, and then every time I go to upload a raw video, it says this video is too large. So I have to re-download my videos off of YouTube in a smaller format and then put them on Odyssey, and that extra step gets it to where I don't do it all the time. Vice is victimless? Sounds like exactly what a narc would say. Just saying. Half of the ATF is against us and the other half is with us. I don't know if it's half and half. I do know that from one other guy I knew who was a government guy that worked with the ATF. He said a whole bunch of people at ATF like joined the government as like an accountant, and the next thing they know, they're like in the regulation branch of ATF going to gun shops. And it was just a promotion, or it was just like more money, or they had to do it, or it was like that or get fired. And they didn't like want to even get into guns. They didn't care about guns at all. It's a job for them. So I don't know. I don't know if that person would be counted with us or against us. I think they're just bored and think of it as just a thing they have to deal with at work. They probably get all upset because everybody assumes they have an opinion. They're probably like, you know what? I don't have an opinion. So now I'm definitely not going to have an opinion. Know too many people that refuse to. You got to come up with a snide way of pointing your finger at them and telling them how they're a big jerk for not commenting, how it's their fault for not commenting. That'll show them. A major sum of the ATF agents are against Chipman and many crazy people in power. Well, that's true. I've heard stuff like that too. And I think some of the stuff that gets leaked is from those agents that are not jerks, right? If the government doesn't know who they are, where do you think most of the commenters get information or motivation to make a comment? That's a good question. I think most of the commenters That's a good question. I think it depends. I think the definition of most, and I don't know what that is. If most of them turn out to be Gun Owners of America boilerplate, then I think you're right. Then influencers have more influence than I give them credit for. I read too many of them to think that any influencer told an old crotchety nom vet to do nothing. That's an old crotchety nom vet who just did it. If anything, you might be able to give some sort of a quote unquote influencer like credit for having the link in front of them, but I'll give more credit to this dude right here, who is more of a activist than, where the hell, does he do this or not? Whenever I find this link, this guy puts more links out there than people with hundreds of thousands of subs, and I can prove it. But that's a good point. I will have an influencer video drop in 5 minutes. Yep. Primarily, I don't think it's primarily from YouTube. I think YouTube can suck it. YouTube is basically, I mean, yeah, YouTube is a big waste of everybody's time. Most of it is just, you know, it's like if on a primetime television show, they told you to give a shit about something, you're not going to shut off the TV show and go give a shit about it. You're just going to remember that your friend or your fan on TV, or something you're a fan of on TV, is on that side of that issue. So I guess maybe in the future. So yeah, I don't know, but I don't know. That's debatable. I'm still going to come down on the side of they're useless until I can prove that they ain't. And here's why: we still have an NFA. We're still getting wailed on by stuff. I definitely would suggest that the DC project has done more for firearms in the world than anybody on YouTube has ever done. 300,000 on the pistol brace one. Yeah, see, we're not even close yet. We're not even half of that yet. Not even half, and we're within the last couple of weeks. So the only way we could even get to 300,000 in the last week with the pistol brace in this world in 2021 would be if the antis contributed. And, you know, theirs are going to be anti. So, well, the people had some points against me. I'm jaded because I knew too many of them back in the day that deliberately chose to be losers and make money instead of being, I don't know, groundbreakers and change the way the internet works. They had that choice. Nowadays, they don't have that choice. Nowadays, we're almost a decade later, and there's just too many other things. There's plenty of potential for others to come up and change it, though. So I'm still going to be anti-stupid-ass influencer, but I'm willing to listen to other people's points. People don't change the ramifications of the frame, don't realize the ramifications. No, that's why they ignored it completely. Yeah, see, that's all I'm saying. Or maybe get like SD cards you can plug into it, or like a USB thing. I go to Walmart for a couple of things. Also, I like checking out the clearance thing at Walmart. I've gotten amazing deals because Walmart is stupid. I just went to Walmart the other day, Wall Store, sorry. Went to the Wall Store the other day, and what the hell did I go there for? I went there for something that I only get there, and then I'd make my rounds. I'd go to the clearance thing, and then I went to, I was looking at flashlights because I bought a shitty flashlight from there that's shitty, and I was looking to see if they have a different shitty flashlight I could buy for $1 or for $10. They didn't, but they were clearing out. They moved everything around for some reason because nobody likes their store, so they have to constantly rearrange it. So they moved like the sporting, what was sporting goods is now tools and cars, I think. So they had a whole bunch of stuff from the cars on clearance. It was all stupid, but then I had Gorilla Glue, has some kind of 2-part epoxy and like these 2 syringes that are next to each other. And it's $5 normally. I got them for $2. And they're literally not bad or nothing wrong with them. They're just too stupid to walk them like 4 aisles over from the car aisle to the housing good, where they have caulk and other stuff for the house. And in that aisle, they're still $5. So stupid Walmart discounted a $5 item that's currently still $5 to $2. Now, I don't need that epoxy, but I bought 2 of them things of epoxy because that's how you save money in the long run, eventually. So that's why I go to Walmart, to spend $4 I wasn't planning on, because it saved me like $6. And then I think I get my pistachios there. They're the cheapest there. If anybody knows a cheaper place for pistachios, I will gladly quit going to the mall store though. Yeah, I have a question. You could see us in the hallway after. That'd be good. I think I'm way behind on comments, so this is going horribly out of control. I probably shouldn't read comments. Oh no, wait a minute. Now I'm just completely on. All right, we don't have a wall store robots around here. We have the Mexican. No, I'm talking about for wall store robot is just this big tall thing. It doesn't look like a robot as much as it looks like an old-fashioned European street light or something. And it just slowly goes up and down aisles looking at everything to see what was stolen and somehow scans everything on the shelves. So it just slowly goes by with like 1,000 robot eyes that are stacked on top of each other and looks at everything on the shelf. And if you walk up near it, it freaks out and slows down and stuff. I'm not suggesting that you hurt the robot, just practice. You can practice tactics, you know, escape and avoidance and ambush tactics. I'm not saying you should follow through and hurt the robot. That costs money. It should transfer your videos from one to the other. Maybe when you only have less than 5,000 videos, but they don't like it when you have a lot of videos. I think channels like Guns and Gadgets with people commenting, but that's not a typical gun review. Well, no, I don't count Jared as your typical either. He's an influencer, but he's influencing people that don't need to be influenced, right? I don't think too many people are like, oh, I didn't even know about guns or this law until Guns and Gadgets told me. I think they hear about the law and then go find it out from Guns and Gadgets. So, all right, I'll give you that. I don't call him an influencer either, though. I think that's the end. Good, boom. So now we'll go back to the comments and read actual comments. I've opened up 25 of them, I don't know, like an hour ago, half an hour ago, and then we'll read them. So I'm now gonna, oh shit. Look at what just happened. All right, look at here. I'm gonna offer this warning, because a lot of you people are old and pregnant. So if you're old and pregnant, sit down, all right? Just sit down. If you're young and you're upsettable, get up, because you're about to have to freak out here. Old people and pregnant people, sit down. Everybody else, get up and get ready to freak out, because this is about to happen. First comment. Dear Arm Brace Rule comments. You hear what that fucking said? Dear Arm Brace Rule comments. I am writing in support of the ATF's proposed rule that would help close the arm brace loophole. Arm brace loophole. This proposed rule is necessary to make clear that pistols configured with arm braces are designed to be fired from the shoulder and should properly be classified as short-barreled rifles and subject to the National Firearms Act. Because they know so much about this, they've thought it out and they're convinced this is the way. The ATF has permitted some arm braces to be sold because they enable the disabled shooters to operate large format pistols, which shouldn't even be legal, with one hand, which did not run afoul of the law. But the gun industry intentionally exploited this narrow exception for profit and evil. The industry started marketing and selling to children and babies short-barreled rifles to the general public who shouldn't even own such a thing. This proposed rule would be a win for public safety because short-barreled rifles are the particularly dangerous due to their combination of concealability and lethality. The arm brace loophole has already seen deadly consequences everywhere. Every single day we see this. I have to say this. In Boulder and Dayton, used weapons equipped with arm braces to modify their pistols into more deadly pistols. For too long, even short sometimes, gun companies have circumcised the law regarding regulating short barrel rifles by selling pistols affixed with arm braces to fucking criminals, evading common sense, public safety requirements, such as enhanced background checks, which are just for safety in children's lives. The proposed rule addresses the threat to public safety while still allowing for disabled shooters who for some reason are still legal to utilize arm braces, and it should be finalized. And then they put their fucking name on there. So guess what? I wonder if I were to search for a dumbass phrase like, which did not run afoul of the law, let's see what happens if I search for that on the internet. In quotes.
I think the Brady bill, I think the Brady campaign is going to send in some comments. I think that they might send in some comments.
I am right. Dear Arm Brace Rules comments. Dear Arm Brace Rule 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 comments. It's almost as if they were looking at you and you're looking at them and they just pulled down their pants as if to moon you. And then you're like, what? And then they backed up and put their butt in your face and started wiggling their butt. So now you're getting motorboated by their butt. And you're just like, what? And there it is. Dear Arm Brace Rule comments. Dear Arm Brace Rule comments. Dear Arm Brace Rule comments. What's it feel like to get your butt motorboated by Bloomberg? Because that's what's happening right now. You got your face up in Bloomberg's butt, being motorboated, and all those influencers are telling you got nothing to worry about because the industry is going to save us because they can't take our pistol braces. Brace this. Actually, brace this is our hashtag. That was a good hashtag back in the olden days of hashtags. Now I'm embarrassed to have being motorboated by Bloomberg's butt right in front of us. Every single one of these comments is Dear Arm Brace Rule comments. So what we're seeing is gun owners have given up. We're just done. Like, we don't care. You're saying that we got to do 2 comment periods at the same time? We don't need guns that bad. Guns are okay, but you can have these guns from my live hand because it's difficult. I have to write a comment. So we're gonna see. I guess they don't know if their comments have been used or not, but we definitely know that every single comment that's come in has been anti. We just did a completely scientific survey of all of the comments. Every single one of them was anti. Every single one of them was addressed to Dear Arm Brace Rule comments. So oh my goodness, there's so much here. There's so much here. Let's start unpacking. All right, so let's see if I got a poll going or what the hell's happening. Do we have a poll? All right, well, you're wrong. Whoever voted no, you're wrong. They fucking already did it, so done. Will the pistol brace comments, come on, this is censorship. Look how long it takes for my comments, my thing to come up. That's because they're censoring the results. You saw how long I clicked it and it took this long. That's censorship. YouTube is censoring my channel. Chaos. Will the pistol brace comments get hit up in the last few days? Yes. Wrong. It already is. Comment on, or come on, man. That's probably right. And then no, wrong. Everybody was wrong except for whoever voted come on, man. And the bots, because the robots knew this was happening. It's over. It's over. So the system's no good anymore. They've won. It's over. We should probably just quit now, even though the battle isn't actually over. Let's just assume it's over because it's a challenge now. And let's just give up. All right. So let's see. Anything else? Oh, I don't know. I don't have much sealed air here, so I don't have to worry about it. It's not like I have any kind of weathering or anything, weatherproofing or anything like that. Other than we're just gonna do it on their own. Yeah, I don't know. Right now, we definitely are seeing ourselves get Bloomberg motorboated by their comments today. That's for sure. You going? Oh, that's that one. If you're going to wall store, then you should throw a towel over the robot. No, I don't want to get in trouble for saying to do anything to the robot. Just sneak up on the robot. You can use the robot. The robot has a complicated AI that's designed to figure out how to read everything in the store, how to check the whole inventory of the store. And you know that it's got to go on some pre-programmed path. So if you're at wall store and you're with somebody who's doing all the shopping and you're just bored, then consider figuring out how to thwart its AI route by just walking around in front of it. You don't have to do anything to it. You can just learn as much from how the AI learns from you as the AI is learning as you're doing that to it. Just act like you're picking up a can of soup or like you're putting back a can of macaroni so that it doesn't know that you're actually testing its AI mapping skills and remapping skills. Yeah, such. So I'm going to get this comment tattooed on my back. What'll be nice about that is whenever you have somebody look at your naked back, they'll be like, oh, nice. Or I guess when you go to the beach or whatever, butter boated. Ugh. The only thing worse would be having some mayonnaise in that situation, but I don't want to bring that up. Dear Arm Brace rule comments. Yeah, that should be a patch. Guess who's making a patch this, what is this, Tuesday? Guess who's making a patch this Tuesday? So the sky is falling. It's already fallen. The sky has already fallen, and that's how we know that it's a crook. Let's see. Looks like we gave up a while ago. I already gave up giving up. I gave up so long ago, I don't even care about giving up anymore. Just walk up to the robot and say we are on to you. Oh, snap. Then they know, though, dude. Then they know. So, I don't know. I thought I was going to go on here and get a bunch of people. Yeah, I'm an influencer. I'm here to influence. So, of course, I need you to buy shit. So, the new Canic. New Canic is in new colors. And there's a little baby Canic. A little 9mm comes free with every regular Canic you buy. But, I don't know, buy some kind of grip panel. Imagine that you are looking through iron sights like a sucker when you could be looking through a Chinese ripoff of an actual holographic sight for money. Holy crap. And your gun doesn't just put that garbage on there. You got to buy some little stupid thing to put it on there. Think all the things you could buy. And you could endlessly worry about buying that crap. So don't worry about comment periods or stupid what the Brady people are doing because they know better. And the industry will save us. But I don't know. Horrible situation here. Nothing we can do. It's over. I guess share that link if you like to be feudal. If you like to be on the losing end of history, share that link and goat people or sue people or cajole people. If you got pictures, let's say you got pictures of somebody doing something they shouldn't be doing. Use those pictures to blackmail them into making comments. That's one thing to do. Oh snap! I didn't even think about my coupon, my flashlight coupon. The coupon is hashtag sell out your 2A, and you can get 50% off. 50% off, and you're done. All right, well, this is a mess. This is what happens when you go live and you're pissed at the way that everything isn't going our way. However, things are going our way, right? So, this is a futile attempt by an administration who screws up quite a few things, if you think about it. And if you're going to give them anything based on a couple of requests by one bureau of one piece of the executive branch asking if it's okay if they do something, and 20th richest guy on the planet paying the chick from Monsanto, whose job was to keep a multinational food company from having to pay anybody for whatever they did to people's intestines, and she was successful at it, and he paid her enough to come over and work for his delusional goals. And we haven't even seen if the first comment period is even going to accept any of their bullshit comments. From looking at that first comment period, it could just as easily be that every one of their comments is discarded. Because we know they brag about putting in 100,000 comments, and of the almost 300,000 comments, barely 200,000 have been approved. It's possible that every single one of Bloomberg's paid comments was thrown away. Why do I say that? Because look at their stupid comment. Their stupid comment starts with their garbage, unthought, uneducated comment, proofread comment says, Dear Arm Brace Rule comments. So, if you needed to put in some key phrases so that you could go to the comment tab and search for your own comments, you could have put in some other stupid set of words like does not run afoul of the law, because that's used in society in 2021 ever. So this is, I guess I was going to make a poll before I got distracted. This whole stupid sentence right here, Dear Arm Brace Rule comments, right? So was this deliberate? Yes. So yes, they know exactly what they are doing. You kidding me? You can only have 35 characters. So I'll just put they know exactly. Stupid YouTube. That's censorship right there. Yes, because they don't care. I'll explain these in a second. Another one, no, they are pissed. And no, but they got a free troll. All right, so there's the things. So the question is, on these stupid ass questions, the arm brace comments that have been submitted, obviously boilerplate. The question is, where the hell did it go? Look at this is censorship. Look how long it take for my poll to go up. Censorship, YouTube censorship. So the question is, was this stupid comment deliberate? The title of that stupid comment, was it deliberate? Yes, they know exactly what they're doing because they're trolling us. Look at how upset we're getting. We're getting triggered by them putting dumbass words into the comment period. Was it deliberate because they just don't give a shit? Like, yeah, it was deliberate because they could care less. It's just, they don't care about the people. They don't care about if they win or not. No, they are pissed. So in other words, no, it wasn't deliberate, and they're pissed that somebody put in bad writing. Like they care about their quality, and they are mad at whoever fucked this up because they look stupid. Or it wasn't deliberate, but they know it's fucking with us, so they're like, well, it's a screw up, but it fucks with them, so we win. So are they winning on this because they know it, and are they winning because they don't care? Are they not winning, or are they winning because of accidentally? You get to make the decision on that one. It says, holy crap, it says that there's 19 people in here. I'm one of them, right? So that means there's really only 18 people, and we have 8 votes. Is there 10 trolls in here? Not 10 trolls. Is there 10 narcs in here? Is there 9 narcs in here? Looks like there's 9 narcs in here because we know that narcs can't vote. Robots can't see the poll, so they can't vote. And we don't know what plants do. So I don't know if plants can vote or not. All right, well, that is messed up. So, poll, is the sky falling? No, the sky can't be falling. It already fell. We've already talked about how the sky is already falling. The ground is falling upward, so that's interesting. Like if we're raising all boats so high that the sky is falling, oh shit. Throwing out the comments, what is their criteria for throwing out comments, or do they not share their info? Oh, you're talking about the ATF? I've heard speculation, but I've never heard anybody interview anybody that knows what they're talking about. I've only heard people speak authoritatively as if they know because the ATF told them how to deal with the comments. But I've never actually seen any ATF or FBI or government, whatever, regulations.gov description of what they're going to do. In the comment, what do you call it, like documents or whatever, like in the actual proposed ruling, it does say some stuff, but it sort of says, this is all being handled by regulations.gov. It just sort of says, and this will be handled like normally. We just don't know. I don't know what normally is. So that's a great question. I would love to see somebody actually pay attention to that because obviously this time around, it's a little bit different having 2 of them happen consecutively. Let's see, did anyone ever determine for certain if it was required to put your address in the comment body since they got rid of the line item for it? Oh, that's a great question. I have not heard anyone even discuss that to any real extent. So no, I'm not sure. I used the GOA form to do my comments, so I didn't go in through regulations.gov. I probably should, just to experience it that way. Because the text body said you must have it in there to be accepted. Exactly. I suspect not, only because they've accepted 188,000 of the 300,000 for the redefinition of firearms, and they're already up to accepting 138,000 of the 164 or whatever it is over here on the pistol ones. No, we do not need a 2A billionaire. No, 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 no. We are better as 2 billion individuals with $1. Their biggest disadvantage is that they've got 1 billionaire. We could so easily defend the Second Amendment by taking away his legacy that it's not even funny. I mean, where is the national level organization that's focused on challenging Bloomberg and his legacy of being a dumbass? Right? Like if there was a full-time campaign to illustrate just how bad Bloomberg is being with his stupid strategies, That's only one person we have to change his mind. One person's mind we change. So I never will go down the path that we need a billionaire. Billionaires can blow. We don't need nothing. We are doing just fine. And when people get strong, we're awesome. And then there's the memory of us being strong, and then we're not strong, but we're still awesome when we're not strong. There is no sky. Oh, snap. We are supposed to have 150 million regular people. That's better than 1 million. That's what I would say. The government has your address. All right, well, I think at this point, well, first off, we made more than enough money today. So, boom, we just made way more money than Bloomberg today. Done. So anyway, yeah, sorry about this one. I assumed we would be just looking at a whole bunch of other things. Little did I know, we're starting a whole new adventure and being whaled on by Bloomberg's money. I'm going to go find this stupid boilerplate. I'm assuming it's at every town. Every town. Oh, look at that. You just type in every town and it goes straight to every town. I don't give a shit about your flag. I'm going to use it as a fucking cape. Let's see. Put an end to gun violence. What's happening now? Every day, more than 100 Americans choose to end their life with a firearm. That's not what it says, though. But let's see. Every town drive nearly 100,000 comments. Every town comments. Proposed ghost guns would update the definitions of firearm to cover kits. Untraceable, said John Feinblatt. All right, well, what the hell? So they're not even talking about it on their main page? Then how is it happening? How are we getting all those comments? Background checks on all gun, disarm hate. Background checks now. Armed extremism. Yeah, so I don't know. They're not getting it through this one. It must be through one of the others at this point. If you want to get in on the hype, you can go find out who's sending out that boilerplate, get all mad about it, make a big video, get in a big mad huff about it, and then boom, you're part of the hype. Let's see, was this deliberate? So far we have now 10. It's probably as many as we're going to get. It's mostly narcs watching today. Was this deliberate? The stupid comment. And looks like most people, 80% of 10 votes. If you do the math, I believe that's 8 votes. And then that's 1 vote for yes, but they don't care, and 1 vote for no, but they got a free troll. So I don't think anybody thinks that they are upset about it. Everybody looks like they're happy for the win, and most people think that they intentionally decided, instead of just being normal, let's write it weird so that we can just twist the knife a little bit, just to be stupid and just to show them that we don't even take this as seriously as using correct letters or like words in the right order. We're just going to use words, period. Boom. I guess with that, we'll end it. What is today? Tuesday. Ghost has a show probably starting right now. The auction is happening, the Pot of Gold auction. I can't show it on YouTube, so I'm going over to guntube.org to go live watching the Pot of Gold auction today. And, oh, this one dude rips off the Daily Gun Show every Tuesday, so there'll be a fake rip-off of the Daily Gun Show. He's not in here. He doesn't bother to wake up this early. He's probably, I don't know, running around the woods looking for a little kitten that ran away yesterday. Hopefully he got it back. But, yeah, there's things to watch that are decent. And then, I think what's his face? Night Strike, that one guy who runs guntube.org. That guy will have some sort of show tonight, doesn't he? Hit or miss Tuesdays at 9 o'clock. All right, well, with that, we will end it. We'll end the poll. Looks like we all know exactly what's going on. They're out to get us. They did it intentionally. We're winning. Their tactics are evidence that they know they're losing. They require us to be disrupted. They require our apathy, and they require our silence. Give them none of the above. Thank you for supporting our projects. If you'd like to buy us a cup of coffee, check out our Patreon channel.
The guys and gals of gunwebsites.com encourage you to take a CCW class every year, practice at least once a month, and carry every day. Thank you for watching gunwebsites.com.